What's up guys, AJ here, and in this video we're going to be talking about eXp's commission splits and fees updated for 2022. First things first, let's talk about the split. So at eXp, it's an 80-20 split with a $16,000 cap. What does that mean? What is a split? So a split is what you pay your broker. So at eXp, if you sell a house and you get a $10,000 real estate commission, you keep 80% or $8,000 and eXp gets $2,000. However, that only takes place until you're capped. Once you cap at $16,000, you keep 100% of your commission minus a $250 transaction fee. Now, what's a cap? So once the 20% that goes to eXp reaches $16,000, that means you've reached your cap. It's about $2.7 million in production at about a 3% commission to achieve your $16,000 cap. So in most markets right now, I know the average sale price went way up. Let's just say though that your average is $300,000. You would need to sell about 9 houses in order for you to cap at eXp. Everything after that, you keep 100% of your commission minus that $250 transaction fee on the next 20 transactions. Because that $250 transaction fee also has a cap of $5,000. So once you sell another 20 houses, pay in $5,000 in transaction fees, the $250 transaction fee goes away, and then it's just a $75 transaction fee. To put that in perspective for you on the splits and the cap, I want to just give a couple examples. You might be thinking, well, is 80-20 a good split? I don't know. Is it a bad split? What about the cap? I'll kind of talk you through that a little bit. I'll say most companies still don't have a cap, which is crazy to think. I know some agents who have come over to eXp that were paying hundreds of thousands of dollars to their broker because there was no cap. That's absolutely crazy. Personally, I started at Keller Williams. Our split there was 70-30 plus a 6% franchise fee. Now, I'm not going to say that it's deceptive that they say it's a 70-30 split, and other companies do the same thing, so make sure you read the fine print and you fully understand it. But that's just general business practice for a lot of brokerages. They say what your split is, and then they add in a franchise fee. So it was really a 64-36 split when you include the franchise fee. And my cap at Keller Williams was $25,000. So right off the bat, not only was my split better, out of a $10,000 commission check, I was keeping $8,000, 80%, versus $6,400, 64%. But I also capped at $16,000 versus $25,000, which was a $9,000 savings per year over Keller Williams. If you have any questions on that, then definitely post in the comments. The next thing I want to talk about is the monthly fee. Monthly fees can vary widely at different brokerages based on what you're getting, of course. At eXp, it's an $85 a month fee. Now, what you're going to get for that is training. We have over 70 hours a week of live training being taught by some of the biggest producers and coaches in the country. Every single week, over 70 hours a week of live training. It's crazy. You know, go to work, watch a little bit of training. Don't sit there all day long and watch training. You're going to get nothing done. But that's pretty cool, right? Next, you're going to get what I like to call the technology package. That's going to consist of Skyslope, which is going to be your transaction management software. And you're going to get your KV Core account, which is your buyer lead generation platform where you can generate free leads and you can also manage your database. You also get access to eXp Metaverse, which is our cloud campus where you can actually log in and do business as an avatar. I thought it was crazy when I signed up back in 2017, but now with the Metaverse becoming more popular and everything, we're really cutting edge as a company for this type of technology. What I found is it made my life easier and simpler when using our cloud environment, our Metaverse, when getting questions answered, when going to training. It's really cool. You really just got to see it to understand what that is, but that's also included in your $85 fee. Next, let's talk about the sign-up fee. So to join eXp, it only costs $149. With that, you're going to get your various things set up, like you're going to get your email set up, your KV Core account, Skyslope, all that stuff. You get a Ring Central phone number. You get, I think it's 1,000 business cards, maybe 500, but you get free business cards. But what's really cool, and this is part of the monthly fee and the sign up, is you actually get access to Regis co-working spaces all over the nation. if you're on vacation in California, like I was, I popped into a Regus. It was completely free. I had a membership card on the app on my phone and was able to use that space. If you want to reserve like a conference room or something like that, like I did when I was on vacation in Michigan last summer because I wanted private space to do Zooms, I was able to do that at a 15% discount. A lot of agents are like, well, eXp is in the metaverse, which is where all companies will eventually end up, I believe, unless you got to actually go in and buy something from the grocery store or whatever. But a lot of companies are actually moving to this virtual environment, now the metaverse. But what's cool as an agent, you don't completely have to lose the office. You have access to Regus. Now, they're not in all locations. You can go to regus.com, put in your zip code, and see which ones are around you. Maybe there are some, maybe there's not. But what I found in most major metropolitan areas, even a lot of the smaller submarkets like Lake Norman, where I was selling real estate just north of Charlotte, we had multiple Regus office spaces. So you still get an office, you get the co-working space for free, and you can rent space at a discounted rate. So you get the best of both worlds. You get the cutting edge technology of being able to operate virtually, but you also get an office if you like to work outside of the home. For me, sometimes I like to work from home. For prospecting in the morning, I actually really liked it because I had no one to distract me. I had no one to laugh at me if I screwed up. That was like 10 years ago, but that was real life. I hated people listening in on me prospecting at the office. But sometimes I like to just get out, go to an office space, go to a coffee shop to work. So I had all of those options available. All right, next we have the broker review fee. That is $25 per transaction, and that does not cap. That will be on every file that you submit to eXp. And that fee essentially allows to have a state broker, a transaction team, look over your file, make sure you're not missing signatures, making sure that you have all the proper paperwork that you need in Skyslope, your transaction management system. So it's a fee that I love. I'm definitely not the most organized person in the world, and having someone like a state broker, like the transaction team, making sure that I'm getting everything correct in my file, not missing any of those dottings of I's, crossings of T's, missing complete papers. Like, that was really awesome to have, and I think that any brokerage worth anything has something like that in place. If they don't, and you're the sole person responsible for checking your paperwork, you may want to rethink the brokerage you're at, in my opinion. Last but not least, we have E&O insurance. What the heck is E&O insurance? Well, E&O insurance is another thing that you want, much like a broker reviewing your file. It's errors and omissions insurance. You'll discover the more homes you sell, the more likely you are to make an error or have something happen, and it may not even be your fault, but maybe the buyer or seller thinks that you did something not up to code of ethics or whatever. And if something like that arises and you don't have insurance, you could be liable for a lot of money. That's where the E&O insurance comes in. So you definitely want to have it. It's $40 per transaction. It caps at $500, so the most you'll pay is $500 in E&O insurance. It's something you definitely want to have, so that's something that eXp charges, and it's a good thing. I've talked about all the commission splits, the fees. I want to leave you with something exciting. What if I told you there was actually a way to get $16,000 worth of stock for free from eXp every single year? That's exactly what our Icon Agent program is. So assuming you're a capping agent, meaning every year you do about $2.7 million in sales volume, you pay in $16,000 into the company, then you sell another 20 or so transactions, you pay $5,000 in transaction fees, you're eligible and you qualify to become an Icon agent. eXp says, hey, we want to honor, we want to retain, we want our Icon agents teaching in our metaverse. We're going to incentivize you to stay with eXp, to contribute to our culture by giving you $16,000 per year in stock. How cool is that? On top of that, you get stock every single year for selling your first house. You get stock every single year for capping. So there's different ways you can earn stock. You can buy it at a 10% discount. But all this stuff we can talk about in another video. If you like the content, subscribe to the channel, hit the like button. If you have any questions about eXp, feel free to hit me up privately. My email will be in the description. You can message me there. And you can also find me on Facebook or Instagram. I'd love to chat with you about eXp, talk about the benefits of partnering with me directly at eXp. I'm one of the top 15 revenue share earners with the company. So I'm always looking for great agents to partner with me that are looking to build their real estate businesses, create financial freedom, and really live life on their terms. So hit me up.